Hello, Laura Peters here. Yeah, you can use that. From Dublin, Ireland. We're going to show you some birthday cards today. So we have a bunch of birthdays due at once, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how to, one, do a simple birthday card, but also how you can simply dress up a birthday card. That is not a toy, so please stop that. Okay, so what's the first thing that we need to do to make our card? What do you think?
Get a piece of paper.
Get a piece of cardstock. Yep. So we're using our A4 white cardstock, and then what are we going to do?
We're going to cut it.
And what's this one do?
I have no idea.
Score it.
Score it.
Okay. So I find the measurements for A4 paper annoying, so I have gone ahead and marked them on my paper trimmer here, paper trimmer scored. And so what we're going to do is score it halfway down, which is where we're just putting a fold in the paper. Wait, I'm not ready. So I lined it up here. This is halfway for through the short side of an A4 piece of paper. Okay, show us how to do it. Put that down. Nope, this is the cutter, so don't use this blade. Press down. Yep. I like to go back and forth, make sure we got a nice deep one. Come all the way down. That's fine. That's fine. If you do it too much, you'll cut through the paper, okay? So now we have a fold line in our paper, which is a bit hard to see, but it'll come into play when we fold the paper in half. Now we're going to do halfway down the long side. Are we going to score it again?
Yeah.
Or are we going to cut it? So I lined my paper up with my mark. Are we going to score it or cut it?
Score it.
Okay. So now what do we have?
Actually, I wanted to cut it.
Yeah, I think you did. So go ahead and cut it. Now you did that kind of slow. I want to say when I cut it, I like to do it. Oh, we ever put that on silent. I like to do it. First of all, I like to do it towards one of these stoppers because then the paper is less likely to scooch. But also I hold this plastic, the clear plastic bit down. But when you do it faster, you get a cleaner cut. So you did it kind of slow, but well, let's see. You didn't make a sound because we already cut it. Let's see. I mean, that looks pretty good. It's a little fuzzy here, but that's not bad. Okay,
Mom,
so now...
can I do that again? I want to do that again. That was really fun.
Okay, we'll do it again I have something else. You can see I was playing with this earlier here. I got some marks here. So our score mark from earlier, we're going to do something later that you can cut again, okay? So I'm going to line up the corners and makes nice, easy, clean. Hey. Fold there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I don't want kitty cat here. I want my helper here, okay? So now what we're going to do is stamp some balloons. Do you want to stamp some balloons? Don't do that. You want to stamp some balloons? Okay, I already pre-stamped some things, so we're going to do it just like this, okay? No? You want to do it differently? Okay, well, we're going to use the same colors at least. So... because I'm doing this for a reason, because we want to show how making a difference, a small difference can make a big difference in the card, okay? So we have to make small differences. So remind us, remember this is what we're going for here. Remind us how to ink these stamps. Can you remember? Well, we're going to start with the big balloons and then fill in with the small balloons. What are you doing? Tell us what you're doing.
Gently stamping it.
Well, that's not very gentle, but he's tapping it instead of smooshing it down. Do it over here. See, copy this.
No, I want to do it differently.
Okay, do it differently. These are, after all, cards for his classmates. Ta-da! Okay, so I usually like to stamp off my stamp to get rid of some of the excess ink before I clean it with my cleaner. You want to clean it? That's the wash side. Now put it on the dry side. Wash and dry. Perfect. Okay. Which color next? Orange, green, or blue? Okay. You want to do green next?
I want to do orange next.
Okay. So the orange is a little bit different because this is a Stampin' Spot. So if you buy a kit, this is the kind of thing you'll get. Show us what you do with Stampin' Spot.
You hold it and stamp it.
And move around. That's right. The opposite. We put the stamp down and the ink we move instead of putting the ink down and moving the stamp. Does it look good? Looks good to me. Go ahead. All right. Okay, now, yeah, good job. Now let's wash and dry.
Wash.
And dry.
Dry.
Okay, now green. No, don't squish it down. Okay, we're good. See, we were a little too aggressive there and got some ink on the side. So let's see, let me get some scrap paper here out of my bin and just wipe that off so it doesn't get on our paper or our fingers. Yep. That's why we tap gently. Go ahead, go. Okay. You don't need to press that hard.
Mom.
Okay. Yeah, now blue.
Do you have any yellow?
I don't have yellow. Well, you know what? I don't have yellow that matches the paper we're going to use later, but you know what? We're not using that here. So yes, let me get you some yellow.
Mom.
Here.
Can
You do the
can
blue.
I stamp the yellow right on top of this because I want this to be yellow so it would be like stoplight stuff. Like
Oh.
green, yellow.
Let's do that on a different one, okay? For right now, I just kind of want to fill in some spaces. So do you want to do another big balloon or do you want to start stamping with the little balloons?
Me blue and balloon.
A blue balloon? Here's the blue. Do you want the big one or the little one? Well, here's the little one. You do that while I get the yellow.
Yuck!
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. That's the red. Make sure you didn't get any ink on that. Okay, this is the blue. Yep, tap, 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 that's right. Okay, I'm gonna help you out here because we're taking a long time and I don't want people to get too bored. So I'm gonna put some yellows in here. I think one more balloon right here or right there and then I think we'll be done.
Nope.
Oh!
What?
You didn't clean it off before you moved on to the next color.
Here.
Okay. There you go.
I want to fill everything up.
Well, where are we going to put happy birthday then if it's all filled up?
I mean, just like this, and then we'll
Okay,
put it.
well, do you want to do one more red one before we put that away? Oh, so what he's doing now, unintentionally, is something we call stamping off. So when you do the full color, so normally what we would do is, there's a technique actually with this set that I often use, so we'll do it on the scrap paper. A full color on the scrap paper, and then we would come back and do it on the actual paper to get a lighter colored balloon on purpose. Okay? So, okay, do you want the small balloon again or a big balloon? We're almost full.
Small balloon.
Okay, here's the small balloon.
Okay, can I also do the back side?
Not right now, okay? We're trying to do this quickly. Okay, I'm gonna help. You do a big balloon. I'm gonna do a small balloon over here. I'm gonna fold this in half because I don't want it to go onto the back. No, that's enough red. Here's green, blue, yellow. We only have one yellow. So why don't we do some more of that? Let's see, I'm tapping it much lighter than he is. Oops, something went wrong there. Okay, that's pretty full. I think one more yellow one right here.
No, I want to do blue too.
Okay, just, blue.
Right.
Okay, where do you want it? Well, I mean, I wouldn't normally do that with the blue because the blue is already so light colored, but go ahead. Okay, can I put one yellow right here too?
Sure.
We're gonna overlap it so it looks like the balloons are in front of each other. What do you think? I think we should give this one to JP?
Yeah, because he loves balloons.
Does he?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love balloons?
Huh?
Who doesn't love balloons? They're so cheery. I love getting balloons for holidays. Okay, so now we're gonna say happy birthday.
Poopy birthday.
Okay, this is the black ink. You gotta stamp it a little bit firmer. Okay, where are you gonna put it? What, do you want to practice it right here first? Make sure you don't rock it, because the skinnier the stamp is, the easier it is to rock it. So what I mean by that is, I'm going to show them the wrong way to do it, okay? I'm tapping it okay, but then when I put it down, I go, ugh, trying to get good ink. And now I got a blurry words. So you do just like my helper did here, and you go straight down and up, okay? Here, put it wherever you want it. That's a good spot because we don't have any balloons there. Good job.
Perfect.
Are we done with that card?
No.
No? What else are we gonna do? Bling? Okay, we're gonna do that later though. But do you want to dress us up with some bling, or do you think we're good? We're done?
No.
Okay. So here's our first card. Here's our basic card. It's still a beautiful card. We could give it just like this, and I think people would be perfectly happy. But now we're gonna dress it up a little bit, okay?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna dress it up just a little bit. So here's another one that I pre-cut. I'm gonna show you another stamp from this set. We're gonna do something called two-step stamping. And this is an easy way to dress it up. Don't
I
turn
like
off my
the
light.
way it's like that. I
No,
like it.
honey, they need to be able to see. Don't do that, please.
Oh, but that's so cool.
Okay, so I closed all my colors because I forgot I was gonna do this. So what we're gonna do now is typically we would go where I had stamped it off. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey.
We would stamp it off. Oh, I did the wrong size there, didn't I? Because you're distracting me. Can you please just like be good? Okay. Also, there was a little bit of a mistake there, so this will cover it up. I used the wrong size there, but that's okay. No one knows what it's supposed to look like. They only know what it does look like, and they're gonna say, oh, that's beautiful. So it just adds, if you think of it like a little bit of a contour or a little bit of shade here. So this is one way to dress it up, is our two-step stamping, and some sets are designed like this. So if you're seeing in a catalog, great, do it. Do you know how to line it up? Wait. Sorry, I messed up. This one needs the big one. Oh, it's not your fault. I messed it up. So let me give you the right size, okay? Here, now do it. Got it? I think you got it. This one's hard to see. No, put it on the blue. No, on the blue. On the blue. On the blue.
Why? But I want to mix the colors up.
No, we're not mixing the colors up. We're just making shading. We're showing how shading can make a difference, okay? So that's just a different shade there.
Mom.
Please don't moan. You'll get your chance to do some other stuff, okay? Whoa! Okay. Oh, it really shows up good there, and I've got the wrong size again. Goodness gracious. Okay, so now we just have one left for the orange. Wash and dry. You're gonna do the orange one? Okay, stamp it.
Just said I wanted to do the orange. Oh. Me.
Okay, while we've got these out, should we do it on this one too? Yeah, we're gonna do, but I do want to do it on this one. So we're gonna go ahead while I've got all these out. Just wait and see. Just wait and see what it looks like. Oh, I got a little rogue thread here. Make sure your papers aren't on top of each other. Otherwise, you'll get a nice line. Okay, what other colors do we need? Red. Not lining these all up very well. I don't think anybody's gonna care. This one's tricky because it's off the page, so let me... Here, you can do a blue. Here, do the blue one.
I'm gonna do this one.
That one's the small one. I'll do the small ones. You do the big ones. Well, we're trying to kind of speed it up here, dude. So.
Wahoo! Bonk.
Wahoo bonk indeed. Oh, honey, why?
That's what you.
No, now that looks horrible. Come on.
That looks great.
It doesn't look great. Let's restamp that.
No.
Yeah, let's put a blue one there because, or a green one, I mean. Oh, I'm very disappointed that you did that.
That looks beautiful.
Doesn't look beautiful. It
It
looks like a big
does.
smeary mess.
Gosh.
So when we make a mistake, we just cover it up. And voila. Okay, you can see that that looks significantly darker than this. It's because it's fresh and it lightens up as it sits, okay? So now we need, where's the big one? Okay, if you're not gonna help, then you have to leave. So you gotta decide, are you gonna help or leave? Got it?
Help.
Okay, where's the other block? Where's my other, oh, here it is.
That's your companion block.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, so we're gonna put, I think now we're done with all the colors for sure, right?
Yep, let's move on to the next color.
Next color is black. Okay, so we're gonna show, all right, so I'm gonna show you another way to cover up mistakes.
No.
Like here, we've got a thumbprint. So wait, we're gonna do two things to dress this card up. The first is I need you to stamp happy birthday here. You want to stamp it? I know, because I forgot that I wanted to do this, and since you're not helping, I'm gonna do it. You want to do it? Or do you just want to cut?
I just want to cut.
Okay, so let's cut.
That's success.
I should mention that Killian is 6 years old. So I think we're doing pretty good for a 6-year-old, yeah? So first, let's cut it. Okay, look. Do you see this brown line right here? Mm-hmm. That's where it's gonna cut. So let's kind of line it up. Let's see, there's about that much room on that side. So I think that looks good, yeah? No, that's gonna be too close to the letter, I think. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so show us how you're gonna cut it. Oops. We wanna make sure it's butted up against this brown thing here because that keeps it straight. Ready? Whoosh. Oh, fast, fast, nice. Okay, now we're gonna cut some off the top. Also, if we'd cut this longer, we could have cut little tails like a banner. Okay, ready? Fast. I don't think that did it. Oh, see? Did you see how that moved? That's why I only like cutting in the one direction. So we are going to mount that on top of this to make it look more interesting. Okay? Mm-hmm. So should we glue it or should we put it on dimensionals?
Put it on dimensionals.
I like always put it on dimensionals, right? Here, you do that. I'm gonna do this.
How many dimensionals do you have?
You know, a lot, because I keep like buying more thinking, oh, I always need dimensionals, and then I end up with like 6 packs. But I use them a lot, so look, I'm even using the scraps on the edge here. That's enough. So I'm gonna take my blank card. What? No, you do this.
Oh.
So here's a card I made earlier, just a blank. Now what I always do is I always check both sides to see which side looks nicer. This one, I didn't score it quite properly, so one side's longer than the other, and it overlaps, so I make that the back side, so you don't see it. So for dimensionals, they're just little double-sided foamy stickers. I should mention, I think I mentioned that this stamp set is retired, and so is the paper I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is not to try to sell you the stamp set, this is just to show you how we can dress things up.
Done, Mom.
Perfect. Peel it off, plop it right over that other happy birthday. Okay, now we have a number of bling things we can use here. Oh, what? Upside down.
Upside down.
Upside down.
Good catch.
Thank you. Okay, so I've got these ones you can buy right now. These ones I don't think work with this. I've got pearls, which kind of look like clouds, and I've got just rhinestones. Pearls and rhinestones are my default, but this is a card for your friends, so which one are we picking? This one?
This one.
I think the blue and the white ones, because I don't think the red ones go well. The red ones, it's not the same kind of red. Let's see, let's hold it up, and then you can decide. I kind of want to use blue. Okay, look at that thumbprint right there. We need to cover that up, so let's start there. Okay. There's more thumbprints over here, so maybe cluster a few over here. Look, it comes in different sizes, so let me use one of the different sizes to cover that up. What do you think? Oh, that's a bit close together. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now, is it like that, or should we add a little bit more?
A lot more.
No, we're not using a lot more. Okay, for the purposes of this...
We need more.
How many more? Where'd my other card go? So now we've got a 1-layer card where we did some tricks with the ink, and that's it. Now here we've got a card with multiple layers. This is popped up higher than this one's popped up higher than this, and we're using some bling, and it looks like a completely different card. Although it didn't take much more effort, did it? Okay, one more. Oh gosh. One more, and then that's it, because I like to have odd number of bling. Embellishments, they're called. It's just like, it's easier, it kind of looks better, and your brain somehow interprets it better. So I'd say this is a massive difference in cards. We used a lot of white space, we used layers, and we used some bling. Otherwise, we use the same stamp set, we still just use white paper, we use the same ink, but it makes a big difference, okay? Now we're gonna go one step more. On this one, we're gonna do 2-step stamping again. Please don't block that.
I'm blocking.
But with, I decided to try to draw that's enough. Remember what I said, if you can't be helpful, you have to leave? I'm using both sides of my block here because I'm being a bit lazy. Actually, I'm going to take that off so I can see. So this is another version of two-step stamping. It is, okay, I need you to move because I need to get right above this so that I can see.
Wait.
Rude! So this is the outline of the balloons.
When are we going to do a new card?
Not yet. So I drew these little strings with just a regular pen. I don't love the way it looked, so I'm going to use this to accent, to also accent them black, except I lost my other piece. Is this it? Nope. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here it is. Oh boy, we got a lot of ink there. Okay. So this is all part of, I'm only using one single stamp set here. Again, it's retired, sorry about that, but balloons are pretty popular, they'll come back. So making a black outline is a very different look than making the different layers, colors here. Okay, bling time.
Bling.
Bling time. This time I'm not gonna pop that up, we're just gonna do bling, okay? So here, you start on the bling. Wow.
What's a bling?
The rhinestones. Do you want to use these ones or do you want to use just regular diamonds this time? Or pearls?
Both.
Both, okay. Kind of probably do one in the middle too. Well, not this side. The pretty side. Okay, you come over here. Let me put these up on the dimensionals, and then you can bling away and finish this card while I work on the next card, okay? Stop that. We're not wasting it on the bad side. Sometimes this is literally the bad side because this is the side I've made mistakes on and I flip it over. Okay, just kind of eyeballing this here. I like to use one corner as a guide and get the paper equidistant. I should mention that when I do layering like this, I take an equal amount off of each edge. So I take my cutter, I find the mark, and then I take off 5 millimeters. And I do the same thing here. So it's just 5 millimeters less. And it gives you this look. And it looks like we accidentally touched that into the ink pad. This kind of gives it a pop art look, doesn't it? Okay, bling it up. Stop. Bling it up while we work on the next card, okay? So on this one, we've got the same thing. We're gonna need some bling there because we got a mistake. Thank you. And we'll come back and finish that off. Oh, I'm gonna move it just a little bit.
Mom, the stretch was...
Okay, this time we're gonna do some gluing. So when I glue, I like to do it close to the edge, but not all the way to the edge.
It's sticking down.
It's not? Okay, pick a different one. Sometimes when we pull them off, the glue gets left behind. So I just go back in, smush it down, try it again. Oh, wow. This one's being difficult, huh? Oh no, I see the glue's not there. I don't know where it is. We'll come back to that. Just pick a different one. Okay, so I put it close to the edge, but not all the way to the edge, and that's because it gives me a chance to scooch it a little bit. So once I put it down, it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, and then we're gonna pop this one up on dimensionals because I love dimensionals. They make everything look cool. I'm gonna use all kinds of different stuff. Okay. And in the end, we might go back and pop up that word too because it did make it look really nice, didn't it? So what we're doing here is adding some designer series paper, which is two-sided, comes in loads of things in the pack. This one is another retired series, but I was told to make a rainbow card. And I didn't want to make a rainbow. So this is a kind of a rainbow card. I should have one more of these. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna glue again. Because I didn't want this is my Tombow two-way glue, by the way, which I highly recommend. Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. I almost never, well, I'm gonna say never. I never use the broad tip. I feel like it's a waste of glue. I always use the skinny tip. Okay, let's see. Over the years, I've been stamping for 18 years. I have used a lot of different types of adhesives, and in the end, This is definitely my favorite, and partly because of this, because I can put it on and then I have some literal wiggle room to wiggle it around. Okay, so here we did a couple of different things. We've got the two-tone. We've layered it, but with a different color this time. So here's layering. We got a clean and simple card look here, which is great. Here is with different colors of layering.
Done.
And then we've got also some designer series paper in the background. Holy smokes!
Do you like it?
It's like a treasure chest.
Do you like it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thanks.
Okay, so on this one, I was thinking of adding the black outline, but now it's too late. Now that I've got it up on dimensionals, it won't stamp properly. But we still have some room for some bling, so bling that up. This one's for Elsie. Okay, think of what Elsie might like. So bling that up. And let's go back over here, the difference in our cards. So we've got a 1-layer card. Yep, perfectly suitable card, great for beginners, still impressive looking.
Stop.
We've got the same basic...
The one with the one that I made?
Yeah, where we popped everything up, and popping up makes a massive difference. So all we did was stamp this on a different sheet of paper, cut it out, put it on dimensionals, put this layer on dimensionals. Again, it's the same dimensions as the card base that we made, minus 5 millimeters on each side. So that's 2.5 millimeters here, 2.5 millimeters here, 2.5, 2.5. So 5 total when I cut it. Yep.
Mom.
And some bling. Almost. And some two-tone. Here we skipped the two-tone, but we went for the black outline. Gives it a whole different look. Gives it kind of a pop art
Should
look.
I bling this up?
Yes, that's what you're meant to be doing right now. Also some bling. You gotta love the bling. Also great for covering mistakes. And here we've got designer series paper, a layer of solid coordinating cardstock, two tones, and bling, and popped up, right? That's okay.
I lost one of these.
I know, it happens. Don't worry about it. The other thing I wanted to point out is that with Stampin' Up! Paper, it tells me, whoops, so here's the paper I cut out of.
Yay.
It's a beautiful pack.
Whoa.
Called Pattern Party. I believe this was a hostess exclusive one. But it tells you, yes, it is. It tells you what colors that it coordinates with. So Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Misty Moonlight, Pale Papaya, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Whisper White. Obviously white. I didn't have all those colors, so I went with the ones that I had. Right, so that's all the inks that we use are that. See how well they coordinate with the paper? You like it? Which one's your favorite? That one? Do you know what? I thought this one was going to be my favorite, but actually this one's my favorite. And this was one of the easier ones. So there you go. There's some way to do a simple card. I think that, frankly, if this had been done if it had been done with this design, it would look even prettier. No offense, babe. I like my layout better. Yeah, but some easy ways to dress up your card there. Of course, bling always. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a lot. We don't want to overwhelm it. Okay.
You always have to put some red.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I think it needs. Just do. Oh my God. Do one more pearl. Okay. I think one more pearl and it'll look perfect. So there we go. I hope that helped you. Oh my gosh. All right, look. So I've got this new tool. The picker tool or something like that. And what you're meant to do is like scoop it up. Right? And then oh my gosh, I got a loose one on my finger right now. Okay? It's meant to make it easier to do that. Look. Okay, she's getting a lot of pearls because they're falling off everywhere. No, don't do that side. So that side's for picking up loose sequins. Okay, so this one's kind of loose. Let's see if it'll work here. I don't think it will because it has adhesive on the back. Yeah, this is meant for picking up loose sequins. Okay, we'll talk about this in another one, okay? Let's see. Almost. If you've ever done the diamond art, this is just like the pen with the wax on it that you use to pick up the diamond. So, okay, now we're done. You want to say anything else before we go?
I have good poop.
Oh, not nice. Let's say something nice.
What?
How about bye? Thanks for stamping with us today.
Oh.
All right, bye.